The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32. Give ear, ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as rain, my speech flow down as dew, as small rain upon the tender herb, and as showers on the grass. For the name of Jehovah will I proclaim. Ascribe greatness unto our God. He is the rock, his work is perfect, for all his ways of righteousness. A God of faithfulness without deceit, just and right is he. They have dealt corruptly with him, not as children's is their spot, a crooked and perverted generation. Do ye thus requite Jehovah, foolish and unwise people? Is not he thy father that hath bought thee? Hath he not made thee and established thee? Remember the days of old. Consider the years of generation to generation. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thine elders, and they will tell thee. When the Most High assigned to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the peoples according to the number of the children of Israel. For Jehovah's portion is his people, Jacob the lot of his inheritance. He found him in a desert land, and in the waste, howling wilderness. He compassed him about, he watched over him. He preserved him as the apple of his eye. As the eagle stirreth up its nest, hovereth over its young, spreadeth out its wings, taketh them, beareth them on its feathers, so Jehovah alone did lead him, and no strange God was with him. He made him ride on the high places of the earth, and he ate the produce of the field, and he made him suck honey out of the crag, and oil out of the flinty rock, cream of kine, and milk of sheep, with the fat of lambs, and rams of the breed of Bashan, and he-goats with the fat of kidneys of wheat. Thou didst drink pure wine, the blood of the grape. Then Jeshurun grew fat, and kicked. Thou art waxen fat, thou art grown thick, and thou art covered with fatness. He gave up God who made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. They moved him to jealousy with strange gods, with abominations did they provoke him to anger. They sacrificed unto demons who are not God, to gods whom they knew not, to new ones who came newly up, whom your fathers revered not. Of the rock that begot thee wast thou unmindful, and thou hast forgotten God who brought thee forth. And Jehovah saw it, and despised them, because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be, for they are a perverse generation, children in whom is no faithfulness. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is no God. They have exasperated me with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with that which is not a people. With a foolish nation will I provoke them to anger, for a fire is kindled in mine anger, and it shall burn into the lowest Sheol, and shall consume the earth and its produce, and set fire to the foundations of the mountains. I will heap mischiefs upon them, mine arrows will I spend against them. They shall be consumed with hunger, and devoured with burning heat, and with poisonous pestilence, and the teeth of beasts will I send against them, with the poison of what crawleth in the dust. From without shall the sword bereave them, and in the chambers terror, both the young man and the virgin, the suckling with the man of grey hairs. I would say, I will scatter, I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men, if I did not fear provocation from the enemy, lest their adversaries should misunderstand it, lest they should say, Our hand is high, and Jehovah has not done all this, for they are a nation void of counsel, and understanding is not in them. Oh, that they had been wise, they would have understood this. They would have considered the latter end. How could one chase 1,000, and two put 10,000 to flight, were it not that the rock had sold them, and Jehovah had delivered them up? For their rock is not as our rock. Let our enemies themselves be judges. For their vine is of the vine of Sodom, and of the fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes of poison, bitter are their clusters. Their wine is the poison of dragons, and the cruel venom of vipers. Is not this hidden with me, sealed up among my treasures? Vengeance is mine, and recompense, for the time when their foot shall slip. For the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. For Jehovah will judge his people, and shall repent in favour of his servants. When he seeth that power is gone, and there is none shut up or left. And he shall say, Where are their gods, their rock, in whom they trusted, who ate the fat of their sacrifices, and drank the wine of their drink offering? Let them rise up and help you, that there may be a protection over you. See now that I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal, and there is none that delivereth out of my hand. For I lift up my hand to the heavens, and say, I live forever. If I have sharpened my gleaming sword, and my hand take hold of judgment, I will render vengeance to mine adversaries, and will recompense them that hate me. Mine arrows will I make drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh. I will make them drunk with the blood of the slain and of the captives, with the head of the princes of the enemy. Shout for joy, ye nations, with his people. For he avengeth the blood of his servants, and rendereth vengeance to his enemies, and maketh atonement for his land, for his people. And Moses came, and spoke all the words of this song in the ears of the people, he and Hoshea the son of Nun. And when Moses had ended speaking all these words to all Israel, he said unto them, Set your hearts unto all the words that I testify among you this day, which ye shall command your children to take heed to do, all the words of this law. For it is no vain word for you, but it is your life. And through this word ye shall prolong your days on the land, whereunto ye pass over the Jordan to possess it. And Jehovah spoke to Moses that same day, saying, Go up into this mountain Abarim, mountain Nebo, which is in the land of Moab, which is opposite Jericho. And behold the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel for a possession. And die on the mountain, whither thou goest up, and be gathered unto thy peoples, as Aaron thy brother died on Mount Hor, and was gathered unto his peoples. Because ye transgressed against me among the children of Israel at the waters of Meribah Kadesh, in the wilderness of Zin, because ye hallowed me not in the midst of the children of Israel. For thou shalt see the land before thee, but thou shalt not go thither unto the land which I give the children of Israel.